Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Now I want you guys to tell me whether this gentleman should have a DNA test or not. What do you think? I have my personal opinion about whether he deserved to get a DNA test or should have gone through with it or not. But let me hear what you guys have to say. Now, here is his story. Yeah, I like reading man's story sometime. Yeah, he said, I'm a 35-year-old male. My loving wife of 5 years is 31 years old. Together we have a very wonderful 6-year-old son. I love this little boy with all my heart, and frankly, he is the center of my world. There is, however, a dark cloud that has been hanging over our heads since his birth. You see, he might not actually be my biological child. When my wife and I had first gotten together, she was in another relationship, but it was an abusive relationship that she was trying to get out of. For about the first 3 months, we were seeing each other on the side. She moved straight out of their apartment into mine. About 3 weeks after she moved in with me, she discovered she was pregnant. We were all elated. We were very elated, as this would have been our first child. During the time of the pregnancy, the question of paternity had never arisen. We were just too elated with preparing for the birth of our new baby. But as the years go by, I became concerned about paternity of this child. My wife has since admitted that she had sex with him a few days before she moved out of his place and into mine. This has left me wanting to know the truth, more so me than her. As time goes by, I'm becoming more and more interested in knowing who his biological father really is, and I'm seriously thinking of having a DNA test done. My son does have a resemblance to both me and his mother, but he also shares these same basic features with her ex. That is, the same hairline, same curly hair, thin eyebrows, complexion, and so on. Hence my concerns. I've been putting off having the test done because it would kill me to know that this little boy is not actually mine. My wife is urging me to leave it alone, but I just need to know. Don't get me wrong, he would always be my son and I would never treat him any less. But this needs to know has become so strong, and I just want the truth. Do you think I should go through with the paternity test? Yeah, and this man signed it, his initials, AT. All right, let me tell you something, AT. No. My personal opinion, no. If this was not important to you, why it's bothering you so much? You said that this little boy, he is the center of your world. You say, I love this little boy with all my heart, and frankly, he is the center of my world. Those are your words. Now, if you love this little boy to that great extent, why are you putting up a DNA test in front of him to prove that he is not your son? Or to prove whether or not he is your son? Why are you doing it? You're doing it for a reason. It can't be just say you just want to know. You're just curious. You're just curious to find out if it's your child. No. Let me tell you something. You see, if you were not really interested in acting upon the results of the DNA findings, if it did not matter one way or another what the DNA results were, you would not be taking it, because you know in your heart of heart, say it no matter, I still me pick me, so it no matter. So if it not going to matter what you find in the DNA test, why you are bother? If it does not matter, why is it so important to know? Just say even if you find the results, it's not going to change how you deal with this child. Is that really true? So why it matter then, since it doesn't matter? Why it matter if it don't matter? I don't understand that. Will you ever look at your wife the same? Seeing that she actually, you're not going to look at the child the same. If you did really love that child, it would not have mattered who is the biological father. You would relish the fact that he's a part of your life. You'd have been thankful for him being this part of your life. You would have loved him the way he loved you unconditionally, and a DNA test would not have mattered. You do not love that child unconditionally. You do not, because if you love that child unconditionally, a DNA test, you would never even consider that. You would hope nobody take a DNA test on him, because you would not want to know, because you know that knowing is neither here nor there. So why you curious? Just for the heck of it? You just want to know because you just want to know? Let me tell you something. If every truth in this world was to be known, if every single truth in this world was to be known, there would have been no peace on earth. There are certain things when you are in a relationship and you are very, very happy, there are certain things that you just leave alone. Just leave it alone. Enjoy, relish, wallow in the happiness that you now share. Cherish your son. Love him. Cherish him. He is yours. But if you really, I don't know if you have an ulterior motive. I don't know if you have an ulterior motive. But I just can't see you one knowing, just for the heck of knowing, just for no sake. If it gonna make no difference, if this information has no value, serve no purpose in how you go forward, why you want to know? I don't get it. You know what's likely to happen? It will wreck it. It runs the risk of wrecking your marriage. Because I know in my heart of hearts, you will never love that child the same, because you'll never look at that child the same if you find out that he's not yours. You'll never look at him the same. And I can tell you that you're not ever going to see him the way you see him now. Yeah? That therefore, I would just say you just fit into the program, love your son, enjoy your happiness. It's your only child. What you gonna do? Treat him bad? Give him up? Suppose you decide that you don't want you know, and you find out that he's not yours, which is highly unlikely, because if this man have been having sex with this lady all these years and she never get pregnant, they were together for quite some time. And when you come in, within that short time, you get pregnant, more than likely this child is yours. More than likely, I'm not saying it is, but more than likely, this man did a shoot blank. You understand me? More than likely. Because she was having unprotected sex with him, and apparently she wasn't on the pill or anything, and she was with him all this time, and she never got pregnant. And as you come along to the picture, and as she move with you, she get pregnant, which means it's more than likely yours. It don't must, but but what I'm saying, your need to know is what is your weak point. And anyhow you know, I can tell you plain, you will never look at your son the same. You will never look at his mother the same. There will be some deep sense of resentment, even though she didn't really cheat on you. She was really cheating on the other guy, because that other guy was really her man at the time, right? But it will never be the same. So go ahead, burst your own bubble, wreck 3 lives, because you'll be wrecking your life also. Go ahead. Yeah? So, but it just depends on what you want. But as I said, if every truth in the world was to be known, there would be no peace. And in your case, you are stirring up antness, and you're creating a possibly antness and causing turmoil in 3 people's lives: the 6-year-old boy, your wife, and yourself. Some things, sir, are best left alone. So let me say, let it go. Let it go. Forget about DNA test. This is your son. Take care of him and love him and get on with your life. I hope you're happy, and let me know if you decide to take my advice. Yeah, looking forward to hearing from you again. Yeah, right. Okay, guys, like, share the video, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Just hit the subscribe button for more juicy stories and more of these lifestyle challenges that I'm trying to, assist. So take care of yourself, and thank you for listening, and see you in my next video.